Welcome everybody to a new week of the MUTV group chat. Hope you managed to have a decent enough Easter under the circumstances. There may be a bank holiday, but the lads are here. Wes, Ben, Danny, and Maysie. Chaps, how'd you get on over the weekend?
Yeah, good.
Very good, mate. You. Very good.
Easter egg competition.
Did you? Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Did you?
Not happy at all.
The standard
Thank you very.
very high.
Yeah, the standard was high, and I thought I'd get at least top three, and I come sixth, and I was not happy. I did Scarface, Tony Montana.
Yeah.
And my mum was a judge, and she said she didn't even know what it was, so I was sixth. She didn't know the film.
Oh.
I mean,
Sixth out of how many?
11.
Oh, okay.
That's not bad.
And
Yeah.
Ben, have you been basking in the glory of winning the toilet roll to keep you up challenge here on Friday?
No, I never really thought about it because it's one thing winning it, but I've got a funny feeling it might be coming around again. So keep practicing. I saw Wes beat me. I think Danny might and all.
Well, Wes did post a very impressive. He did post a very impressive one on social media, Wes, which was kind of. It kind of led us astray because your actual one was pretty poor, to be honest, wasn't it?
Yeah, the actual one in this small space that I'm in now, that's fair enough. So I moved into a bigger space and managed to get 12. Second time, by the way, Stu.
Right.
And then call Shazy out, who did it straight away, to be fair.
Has he done it?
Yeah, he did it. And then he called Quinny out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Quinny did it as well. Quinny did it.
As ever, we got some YouTube comments after showing that on Friday. Ben, they agreed with your initial assessment that you got 11. That was one. That was Peter who said you counted 11. We got 10 in the end. So maybe you did get 11. Maybe it was even better than we thought, Ben. So which is good news. John says, I voted for Maysie just because I thought he'd be last. Fair play to him. A lot of people, Maysie, shocked by the quality of your keepy uppies.
I'm shocked, Stu. I'm absolutely shocked.
And Ryan.
I'm a ball playing centre half, mate.
Yeah.
Hey, and the two favourites,
yeah,
Snipes and Danny, not even in the picture, not even in the frame.
No.
Well, Maysie's all about performing under pressure.
Yeah.
That's it, mate. Yeah.
This is no point winning the first game of the season. Do you know what I mean?
We'll do it again. We will do it again. Ryan says, Wes hasn't aged ever. Still looks too young to have been in that 99 team. Do we agree with Wes?
He's not looked close, Stu, that's all, mate.
And also another one says, Wes Brown still looking like an up-and-comer trying to break into the team.
No, I don't think I own a ball, tell him. Even being honest. I've got dolls and stuff, but I've not got any footballs.
No, I think it's a nice start.
We'll try to break it out.
Well, look, our guest today, TV presenter, mathematician, and most importantly of all, Manchester United fan, Rachel Riley. How you doing, Rachel? Thanks for spending time with us on this bank holiday. How you doing?
Well, I had to check my busy schedule and found a little niche for you. Yeah, I'm good. How are you guys?
All good?
Good, thanks. Very good.
I've not got into this Keepy Uppy challenge.
Oh, you've got to do that.
I've missed so much because I've got a little baby. So all of these things that everyone's doing, I've just completely passed me by.
Well, how are you in the family? How are you getting? How are you coping with lockdown?
With lockdown, I mean, same as everyone else, really. I mean, thankfully, we're all healthy. My mum and my brother have been ill and they've got rid of it, so that's good. And we're just taking the baby out for a walk every day and then coming back and keeping ourselves entertained with a 4-month-old. So yeah.
Yeah. So she was born in December. How is motherhood?
Oh, it's great. It's lovely. I mean, you never know what it's going to be like, but she's brilliant. And just this week, she's grown into her first Man United kit, which is, that seminal moment for every parent. So we've shoved her in that. She's got a 3 to 6 month, and then a 6 month to 9 month when she grows out of that. So we're going to keep her going, start her young. She's been to Old Trafford already. She's seen her first win. Went to the Watford game when she was 10 weeks old. So that was amazing. Yeah, absolutely. Just loving it. She's great.
So you're indoctrinating her early then? We saw the picture on social media.
Yeah, I mean, my dad's from Salford, so he's been going to Old Trafford since 1960. So he had a baby grow and a teddy bear for me in the cot. And the first thing my parents bought as soon as the scan was okay was a Man United teddy bear and a baby grow for her. So didn't matter boy or girl, whatever, she's going to be a United fan. And I've already trained the husband because he's Russian, so he didn't, when I met him, he didn't know who Alex Ferguson was or Messi or Beckham or anybody. So he's had the full training and he's doing really well now.
So he's not bothered. He doesn't support a Russian team or anything. There's no pressure to support a Russian team.
No,
as well.
I didn't have to change him from anyone. He was a blank canvas, so I've just put United on him. I remember, I think it was about a year and a half ago. I got home from work and I missed the start of a Champions League game, or probably UEFA at this point. And I got home. He was cooking dinner, and he said, "Oh, Phil Jones." And I knew he was irreverent at that point.
Funny.
How was the Old Trafford trip?
Oh, it was brilliant. We went for the Watford game because I was back at work because we film over the road at Media City for Countdown. So it was my first trip back. And we were really lucky that, the club invited us, so we got to do it and take a 10-week-old to somewhere we could change her, etc. But she was good as gold. She slept through most of the match. She was awake for the first goal because it was a penalty. So we've got it on video, her watching her first United goal. And she just got passed around everyone. The first person we saw when we got in there was Sir Alex, who came over for a coo. And Sir Bobby loves babies, so he had a little squidge. So she's done the rounds. She's like lived my childhood dream as a 10-week-old already. She's living her life.
I know it's obviously far more important things than football at the moment, but I mean, you're missing it. We're all been desperately missing it. Are you missing it?
Yeah, I mean, normally when anything, bad's going on in your life, someone's ill or, you've got the football as the refuge from it all. And we, you really know something's up because there's no football on the weekend. You don't know what day of the week it is because there's not that reference. I mean, I think the only saving grace is the kind of the memes that have come out of the Man United fans about Liverpool. That's the only silver lining to the whole thing. I mean, they're very creative, but definitely missing the football, yeah.
Well, we've had this discussion before about, I think Maysie said we should just end it all now and then basically make sure Liverpool don't win the title. But I mean, I don't know. I mean, there's still loads to play for. We were 11 unbeaten and going quite strong on several fronts.
Yeah,
how do you think?
I mean, the signings that we just had, I mean, they were flying, weren't they? I mean, Bruno and Nigalo, they're just looking incredible. We were looking like a proper team again and had spirit and had, positivity. And it's obviously, I mean, it all pales into comparison, doesn't it? I mean, it's not important. We all know that. And, Liverpool streets ahead. So I'm not bitter. You can have a laugh at their expense, obviously, but I mean, they're going to win it. I'm not going to pretend that they shouldn't or they didn't. But yeah, I mean, it was unfortunate. It was we were just, starting to lift off. But I mean, nothing that can be done. And who knows how long this is going to take. It's going to be just the strangest time, isn't it?
Maysie, have you changed your mind? You were laughing there. Have you changed your mind, or are you still thinking about Liverpool not winning the title?
No, Stu, I still stand by it. I had a conversation last night with a mate, and I just said, for me, I'd just cancel it. Start in September, new season. Start exactly where you were last season, and crack on from there. Yeah, that means us playing in the Europa League. But you know what? There's more important things. Everyone's going on about football, this, football, that. People are dying on the streets, and people are dying. Jesus, get your life in perspective. Football is insignificant right now. Just crack on with being healthy and safe. Mm-hmm. Don't get it. I honestly, I just don't get it.
That's how you have you changed your mind? I mean, I know a lot of you want the season to continue at some point. I mean, are you with Maysie, or do you think you still feel the season should eventually, whenever, end?
I'm obviously, from a safety point of view, I'm 100% with Maysie, and it's insignificant. In comparison, really, really is. But I would like to see the conclusion of this season. I'd like to see whether we qualify for the Champions League. I'd like to see, how whether we can break into the top four and do it that way, or whether we win the Europa League. I'd just like to see the outcome of the progress we've made so far from our point of view. And then I just look at the implications further, the legal implications, everything else that comes around cancelling a season would just create so much of a mess that I'll be probably crying back for VAR more than anything.
Yeah.
I just think there's too many cans of worms that can come out if you don't finish the season, and we're so close to the end. I'd prefer we did it.
But the thing is that last game United played was behind closed doors. I was there with Ben, and it was horrible, really. But it looks like if we're going to end the season at some point, at the start at least, it's going to be behind closed doors. But is it better to do that than just have no football? Would you? I mean, Ben, you were there with me. I mean, it was weird, wasn't it? Would you want Premier League games behind closed doors?
I think that the best way, if they are going to finish it, is to finish the season behind closed doors, and then make sure that when the new season starts, however much time needs to elapse between then and when it starts, that the crowds can come back in again. We know what it was like, Stewart, and you know, it's all well and good with the, you know, being there and seeing the game, but we know how difficult it is and how difficult it must have been for the players to be performing under such surreal circumstances, because the crowd makes the atmosphere and sort of G's you up as both a commentator and as a player, and to perform in surroundings like we did in Austria was really odd. But I do feel as though if the season is going to be finished, then that is how it needs to be done.
Yeah.
Did you go with that, Wes? I mean, there is some sort of, you know, playing loads of games at Wembley and having 4 or 5 games in a weekend. I mean, finding a way of doing it.
I just think what I agree with Maysie completely, except for I think it has to be finished, Stu. But it will be weird. I think we all know that there's going to be no fans. That's even without them telling us that now. I think we know that's going to happen. And the lads have to prepare, I suppose, in a different way mentally in that sort of circumstance. But it needs to be finished. There's too much complications if it doesn't. And we're talking not just our league, the leagues below us as well.
Yeah.
But I mean, even it's gonna. I mean, I'm just wondering how logistically it would work, because I mean, fitness levels, because people can't obviously get together and train at the moment. So, how much time as a professional, you guys? I mean, I don't. You can only kind of guess because you never had to do it. But how is it kind of like pre-season we'd need before we could actually get it up and running again?
Pretty much, yeah.
A set amount of time to know when we're going to be playing.
Yeah, I think you do need that. We will need that amount of time. I mean, they've had what is it now? It's been, you know, nearly a month. And pretty much a professional footballer, Rachel, gets between sort of 4 to 6 weeks when there's no tournament going on. And then they have a full sort of 4 to 5 weeks to prepare between going back on the very first day of pre-season to when the season kicks off. So I would imagine that it'll be not far short of a full pre-season these lads are going to need, despite the work they will have been doing by themselves.
And then what happens if one member of the team gets ill? It's kind of all off, isn't it? So we have to. I think it's going to be a much longer wait than anyone's anticipating.
Yeah.
That's my problem with it, because you still get players coming together on the pitch, whether there's fans there or not.
Yeah. Prior to the month off, we'd already had the winter break as well, so we were only just back into it. So it's a difficult one.
On a football point as well, if that does happen, you might have seen headlines in the paper yesterday: 200 million for Harry Kane, and he's yours from Tottenham. That seems to be the sort of the story of the summer at the moment about Harry Kane. Guys, do you think United should go for Harry Kane, whatever happens?
Not at that price.
No. It's too much, actually.
No chance. Not for 200 million anyway.
Huh?
And not for somebody with now he is going to have an ongoing problem with that ankle that he's got. You know,
ankle, Ben, his hamstring he ripped off the bone.
Did he not have a problem with his ankle before that as well? It was really weak, and he came back, and then it wasn't quite right. 200 million's a crazy amount. I know that Paris Saint-Germain paid that for Neymar, but I can only see transfer fees going down, not going up.
So would you want to see Harry Kane at United?
Right.
Oh, me. I don't know. I love, we've got Igalo in, who's a boyhood Man United fan, and he's hungry. And that's what I like about Solskjaer's signings. He's getting young, really hungry, speedy little players that, want to win something. I guess, Harry Kane probably, it's about time he won something. But no, I mean, everything's changed now. I mean, that's a load of money anyway, but 200 million in this climate when we don't even know when we're going to start playing again. I mean, who knows how this is going to affect sponsorship fees and money coming in from fans. And no, I mean, I wouldn't do it.
A player who has been linked with this consistently is Sancho. And I don't know if you saw this, lads, over the weekend, but he was doing an Instagram Instagram live video, and he was answering questions. He was going along, and somebody said, "Take a sip of water if you're going to join United," and immediately took a sip of water, which people have looked at. Do you think it's going to happen, and do you think he would be an ideal signing for us?
I think you should. You know, he's the one that I mentioned it last week. I think that if you're going to go and get anybody, you go and get him and spend the money on him, because, like I say, he's young, he's in England international, he's already proven it at the highest level. There's lots more to come. His stats, if we're going to go off stats, speak for themselves. His assists and his goals. He enjoys his football. He just seems like exactly what a Man United number 7 would be, you know, someone who excites the crowd. And he fits the blueprint. He ticks every single box for me.
Yeah. You go with that, guys?
Absolutely.
Yeah, 100%.
Danny's just said everything that's about him, really. Yeah, spot on.
Yeah, I think if you're going to spend the money, you go that way with it, Stu, rather than probably Harry Kane.
Yeah. Ben, you've admired him as well, haven't you? Sancho.
Yeah, I think he's a super player. As Daniel said, he's a young English player. He left Manchester City because he wanted to play first team football. Got that at Borussia Dortmund, and yeah, all right. You can argue that it's not the English Premier League or the Spanish division, but they're still a hell of a team. And Borussia Dortmund are well supported. They played in Europe. He's a pretty much a regular starter for England now. Wants to take the ball. Danny said everything. He ticks all the boxes, and the one thing I was waiting for him to say was exciting people, and I feel as though he is somebody that will get the crowd out of the seats.
Yeah. Well, we'll watch this space on that one. In Rachel's honour, obviously we've got to mention Countdown, and we've got a Countdown Conundrum for you all. We've got three jumbled up surnames of Manchester United, current Manchester United players. Okay, so these in Countdown Conundrum style. 30 seconds to get this. Obviously, no one's got a buzzer.
Amazing.
So you're just gonna have to. No one's got a buzzer, so you're just gonna have to shout out if you get it. Okay. Right. So this is surnames, current United players. 30 seconds in classic. I'm gonna hold it up, countdown style. So here we go. Okay. Can you see?
Oh no, it's gone. I've just got Maysie. I just got Maysie.
Oh, 1-0. Greenwood. That is a good start.
That was just a quick flash of it, and then Maisie's face.
You just have Maysie. That's the excuse. That is an excuse. That's 1-0 Ben. So Ben, remember, won the toilet roll challenge. Now he's one up in this as well. Next is this.
Fernandez.
Oh, that was quick.
Hey,
that was quick.
Bang.
Where were you, Wes? Maisie, where are you? You play.
All right, mate.
Last one. I don't think this is easy. All right, here we go.
McTominay.
Oh,
wow.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Well done, mate.
Too much practice.
Yeah.
That's it. I'd be disappointed if you hadn't got that, to be honest with you.
Yeah, and I did that to an empty crowd. Normally I have an audience, so.
That was impressive.
You need to get out more, H.
Yeah,
yeah, I think we all need to. Listen, guys, before we go, we must mention the on the Manchester United app, the latest match rewind vote. 4 games for you to vote for. The topic is hat-trick heroes. These are the 4 games. You've got till Tuesday, 4 p.m. to vote, and the winning game you get to see in full on the app on MUTV. Here are the 4 games. Dwight York's hat-trick is 6-1 against Arsenal, February 2001. It was 5-1 at half-time. An amazing game, 6-1 in the end. Ronaldo, his only hat-trick for United, 5-0 against Newcastle. That was in 2008. We've got Berbatov, 3-2 against Liverpool, that classic game in 2010, including the overhead kick. And then Robin van Persie against Southampton. Do you remember that? United were 2 down away at Southampton. He scored a hat-trick, 1-3-2 in 2012. So you get to vote for one of those on the Manchester United app. You've got till 4 p.m. Tuesday. I want to go through you all to see who we'd vote for in that vote. Maisie?
Berber against the Scousers,
I think you're right, Dan.
hands down.
Yeah, same. I'm with you, Maysie. Berber against Scousers.
Where's
Same, Berber. Sorry. I want to pick something else, but I really want to watch that again.
Ben? Were you playing, by the way, mate? Were you playing in that, Maysie? Sorry, Wes, were you playing in that, or did you?
No, not that one.
Right, okay. Ben?
Yeah, clean sweep because it was my son's first game.
His first game. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Might not be a clean sweep. Got Rachel's vote yet.
Come on then.
I'm never going to vote against not watching the Scousers losing.
Clean sweep then.
All right, well, yeah, clean sweep it is then. But you can vote on the Manchester United app. We've got till Tuesday, 4 p.m. Rachel, thanks so much for joining us. We
Thanks for
appreciate
having
it.
me.
Great
Good
to
luck.
see you.
Stay safe.
And you. Thank you very
Stay
much.
safe, Rach.
Likewise.
And thanks, lads. We'll see you. We'll do it all again tomorrow. Thanks a lot.